Hi, my friends. Welcome back to my live stream. Today, I will be making a lovely dish called the mushroom risotto dish. This is going to be a lovely recipe because I'm going to be adding the Italian Parmesan cheese right into the lovely, creamy risotto. My friends, when you're making a risotto, what makes it creamy is the Parmesan cheese and not adding, double cream or milk. Don't get it wrong, my friends. The Parmesan cheese makes it very creamy. So today, I'm going to be showing you the perfect way to make this lovely risotto cheese dish. I'm going to be using a mushroom. I have right here with me mushroom. You can use any kind of mushroom you want. You can use your button mushroom. It doesn't really matter. And of course, I'll be sweating off my onion in olive oil. Of course, I'll be using the British unsalted butter. You can use whatever butter you use anywhere in the world. But I'm gonna be using the British unsalted butter. So I'll be adding that at the very end, when the risotto is ready. My friends, if you check out my description section, you'll find out that I wrote down the recipes and the method. It's simple and easy. Follow the recipes and method, and of course, you're going to make it. So I'm going to get started right away. What I need to do now is to finally dice my onion. I need just a little bit of onion. I'm going to chop that quickly. So I'm going to secure my chopping board. I'll do that quickly now. I need garlic. So I'm using the brown chopping board. So I just need my steel. I want my knife nice and sharp, so I'll quickly do that. Now, my friends, what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly slice the onion. So I'm going to cut that in half. But I just need a little bit, just a quarter of that. I don't need too much, my friends. So I'm going to peel that nice and easy. I'll put that away, I don't need it anymore. So I'm going to finally chop that quickly, nice and easy. Finally chop onion. You don't want to sweat too much onion, Nice and easy. So my friend, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop in 600 grams of water, or you call it 600 milliliters of water. So I'm going to put that on the hob quickly. That should be 600. So I'll bring that to the boil quickly. So I'll bring it out to the boil. So while that is being brought to the boil, I'm gonna quickly show you how to peel a mushroom. If you know how to do it, that's nice. So I'm gonna peel that quickly. I already done that. I already peeled those ones. As I said earlier on, my friends, you can check out the description section right there on my channel. You find out that I wrote down the written recipes and methods. You can check that out. It's nice and easy to make your mushroom risotto. So I'm gonna peel that quickly. I've done that quickly, my friends. You can use a button mushroom, any mushroom you want, my friends. So I'm gonna quickly wash that. Quickly that I've washed that already. So I'm done with that. I'll pop that there. So I'm gonna quickly slice the mushroom. My friends, you can use chicken stock, you can use vegetable stock, you can use just ordinary water to make your mushroom stock, your stock for your mushroom risotto. But what I'm gonna do, I'm using for those who are vegetarians, I want to use the mushroom to make my mushroom stock. So my friends, you can take that off if you like, but you can still use that. It doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna finally slice that quickly. I'm gonna slice that thinly. You don't want to slice it too thinly, my friends. Nice and easy. That's it, my friends. Nice and easy. Thinly. So I said you can use that, doesn't matter. But I'm gonna take that off. Nice and thinly, my friends. Easy. I don't want to waste time. I'm gonna quickly make, because mushroom is easy to make. It doesn't really take time. But if you know the method and the recipes, it's gonna be easy for you to make it, my friends. It's nice and easy. I'll quickly do that. My friends, always wash your mushroom, because sometimes the mushroom could come with sand or soil or whatever, or little stones or something. So always wash it, my friends. So I'm almost done. Nice and thinly, quickly. Now, my friends, I'm done with my sliced mushroom. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna pop that straight into this lovely bowl. What I'm gonna do, I'll pop that on the plate quickly. So I have my sliced mushroom, my friends. Sliced mushrooms. And of course, I have finely chopped brown onion. You could use a red onion if you want to, it doesn't really matter. But I'm gonna peel my garlic, the garlic clove. So what I'm gonna do now, yeah, that's all right. I have my finely, chopped onion. So I'm gonna sweat that off first before adding the garlic. So my friends, I don't want to take too much time. I want to make it quick and easy. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn my hob. I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna sweat off my. I'm popping a little bit of, olive oil right in there. About 2 tablespoons. That's all right. That's it, my friends. So what I'm gonna do now, you can see that, my friends. Then I'm gonna heat that up quickly. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna move the camera later to show you what's going on. But that's the water now boiling. I'll bring that to the boil. Then what I'm gonna do, my friends, I need to make my mushroom stock. So I'm gonna add half of those straight into the lovely, boiling water to make my stock. So I pop that in. I'll bring that to the boil. Now, my friends, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna chop my onion quickly. Finally, guys, my garlic, beg your pardon, my friends. Garlic. So now we have, finely chopped garlic. Yeah. So I'm gonna leave that there. That's finely chopped. So now, my friends, I have, finely chopped garlic. So I'll set that aside, my friends. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna put that there. I'm done with my onion. So that's boiling away. So what I'm gonna do now, my friends, I'm gonna weigh my rice. Right here, I'm gonna weigh that with a bowl. So I need 120 grams of boiled rice. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna weigh that now. So my friends, that's a lot. So I have 120 grams, my friends. So that's 120 grams of boiled rice. That's the risotto boiled rice. You can see how it is, my friends. So we all know that, my friends. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna quickly, pop that. I'll put that away. I don't need that anymore, my friends. So I said we'll be using white wine, but if you don't want to use white wine, that's all right. No worries, my friends. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna quickly move the camera so that my friends, you're gonna see what I'm doing. I'm gonna quickly clean that. I'll wipe that off quickly. Use nice and clean. So my worktop is nice and clean now. So what I'm gonna do, my friends, I'm gonna quickly move that so that my friends, you're gonna see what's going on. So that's my camera. I'm moving that now. So now, my friends, I'm gonna quickly, I beg your pardon, I wanna adjust that. I'm gonna adjust the camera now. So I think, my friends, this is great. So I'm gonna pop that here so you can see. Now, my friends, you can see it's nice and hot. And of course, that's the stock. It's boiling, the mushroom stock. So I'm gonna turn that off. You don't want to cook too much. So now, my friends, I've turned that off. So what I'm gonna do now, my friends, I'm gonna sweat my onion right in there. I'm gonna check if it's nice and hot. So I'm gonna just drop one of those to see. Yeah, it's nice and hot, my friends. So I'm gonna sweat off my onion in olive oil. I'm making the Italian mushroom risotto. So that's why I'm using olive oil. And of course, I'm using Parmesan cheese. Right here in the UK, you can find out that some people use, double cream, milk or whatever to make the creamy mushroom risotto. You don't need that, my friend. If you're making Italian mushroom risotto, what you need is, Parmesan cheese makes it creamy. Of course, we know our cheese is made from cow's milk, so of course, got it from cow. So your cheese is already milky. So when you add it into your mushroom risotto, it makes it creamy and lovely. So you can see, my friends, I'm sweating my onion. You don't want to make your onion too brown, and of course you need to keep an eye on that. My friends, when you're making a mushroom risotto, you need to keep an eye on your mushroom risotto because you don't need you cannot leave it unattended. If you leave it unattended, my friends, you're gonna ruin it. So I'm gonna pop in my garlic. Remember, the recipe is right there. So now I'm gonna pop in my mushroom, my risotto. I beg your pardon. So that's my risotto now. 120 grams of risotto. So now I'm gonna turn that. So my friends, that is 120 grams. If you're making just one portion, then you can do that. But my friends, I'm gonna be making two portions. So when you're making two portions, then of course you're gonna multiply by two. So I'm gonna make two portions. So I'm gonna pop that in. So it means I'm gonna add more Parmesan cheese and of course more butter. So instead of using 40 grams of butter, it means I'm going to be using 80 grams of butter. And of course, if I'm supposed to be using 40 grams of Parmesan cheese, I'm going to be adding 80 grams of Parmesan cheese. So right here, I'm making the recipe right there on the description section. You can see the recipe there. You find the recipe there, and it says, 120 grams of boiled rice. That's when you're making, one portion. But I want to make two portions, and that's why I multiply it by 2. So this is 240 grams of boiled rice. So please, my friends, when you're making mushroom risotto, it's better to use, a non-stick pan, because you don't want to burn your risotto rice. If you use a non-stick saucepan, it's going to give you a nice result. So of course now, my friends, I said I need, about 600 milliliters of, mushroom stock. So my friends, I'm going to be using 1.2 liters because now I made my recipes, I multiply my recipe by 2. So I need a ladle because I'll be adding my stock bit by bit. My friends, I said when you're making the mushroom risotto, you need to keep an eye on your mushroom risotto. Because my friends, if you don't keep an eye on that, the mushroom risotto, is gonna get burnt. So now, if you check my description section, I said sweat off the onion in olive oil, in little olive oil. After sweating off the onion in little olive oil, my friends, I said top it with, the chopped garlic. And after that, my friends, I said top it with, you add your rice, the boiled rice, give it a quick stir, do not burn it. And next, my friends, I said pop in the lovely white wine. Can you hear that? You need to allow the white wine to evaporate, my friends. That's what I said. This is the best way to make a mushroom risotto. If you do it the other way around, my friends, you're not gonna get it. You want to kill the alcohol. When the alcohol evaporates, when the white wine evaporates, can you hear that, my friends? This is a live stream, and look at that. You can hear that the white wine is being evaporated. So when the white wine evaporates, it shows, you made it perfectly. That's what we're talking about, my friends. No rush in making a mushroom risotto. Keep an eye on it. Don't leave it unattended. If you do, my friends, you're going to ruin your mushroom risotto. You can see what's going on. The white wine is being evaporated, and of course, the boiled rice is absorbing the white wine. Now, if you check the description section, I said a ladle at a time. That's the brown mushroom stock. My friends, I said you can use your lovely chicken stock if you want to. You can use your lovely vegetable stock if you want to, my friends. You can also use your mushroom stock. Because I'm making a mushroom risotto, and I know, not everyone loves chicken stock or whatever. So I said, since I'm making a mushroom risotto, I'm going to be using mushroom stock. So easy to make your mushroom stock. What you need to do, slice your mushroom thinly, and after that, my friends, you know, uh, bring it to the boil, and of course, you're gonna get a lovely brown mushroom stock. My friends, as I said earlier on, there's no rush in making a mushroom risotto, because if you rush it, my friends, you're gonna ruin it, because you want it creamy, and of course you want it nice and soft. You can see that, nice and soft, but you don't want it, you know, too soft or too mushy. You don't want that in your, risotto. So I'll keep adding that thinly. So now, my friends, I said for your mushroom stock, you slice the mushroom thinly and then pop it in there, and that's the lovely sliced mushroom. That's the remaining one. So I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna pop it in there. I'm gonna add it at the end. It's easy to make a mushroom risotto, my friends. Nice and easy. So keep stirring. Do not leave your mushroom risotto when you're making it. Make sure you keep an eye on your mushroom risotto. You can see that. You can see, my friends. Keep an eye on it. Do not leave it unattended. If you do, my friends, as I said earlier on, you're gonna burn it. And if you burn it, that's the end of your mushroom risotto. That's why I said always keep an eye on it. And of course, you can, you know, just keep an eye on it. That's it, my friends. So now I'm gonna pop in more, a ladle at a time. Do not add more than a ladle. The reason is that when you add a ladle at a time, what you do, you allow the risotto to absorb the stock. So when it absorbs the stock gently, it gives it that lovely flavor that you need. My friends, you can find out that I did not add any salt, no salt in the risotto, because I'm using grated Parmesan cheese. So, your cheese are really salty, so you don't need to add salt anymore. So that's why you see I'm not adding salt. So I'll keep stirring that. You can see, my friends, nice. I'll keep stirring the risotto. It looks absolutely yummy. I'll keep stirring that. You don't leave it unattended, as I said before. Keep an eye on it, and that's it, my friends. So I'll keep stirring it a little at a time. So I'm gonna check now. It's not yet ready. It's not yet ready. So I'm gonna check it. You see a little bit hard. You want it nice and soft, but you can see it's absorbing. Look at that, my friends. So that will remain. You leave it, to absorb the lovely stock. A little at a time, lovely. So my friends, I'm gonna finish with basil. I'm gonna garnish with basil. It's gonna be nice, my friends. Absolutely nice. So more ladle of mushroom. So I'll be right back, my friends. I'll leave that to absorb quickly. I'll be right back. My friends, you can see I said do not leave it unattended, but it's all right. You can see my friends is almost ready. So today is going to be a short live stream. I'm not going to make, a longer live stream. So my friends, tomorrow, which is Monday, I'm going to upload a lovely video. It's not going to be a live stream. It's going to be a normal upload. So it's going to be, if you check out my previous video, I made a fresh pasta and I rolled it out into a cannelloni sheet, a cannelloni sheet, or you could roll it out into a lasagna sheet. So I did that in my previous video, I uploaded yesterday. But tomorrow, my friends, I'm going to be uploading a lovely video on cannelloni. So I'm going to be making the ricotta, the spinach and ricotta cannelloni. So, that's the Italian dish. So I'm going to upload that. It's going to be about 8 minutes video. So the recipes and the method will be there on the description section as well. Making your fresh pasta is very nice. So if you check out that video, I showed you, my friends, how to make a fresh pasta, using your hand without a pasta machine. But in a couple of weeks, I'll be making another video on how to use a pasta machine to make your fresh pasta. So I'll pop in another ladle of stock, then I'll keep stirring, and I'll leave it to absorb again. You can see, my friends, this is the technique in making risotto. It's lovely, my friends. You can watch how, cooking is all about experiment, but when you watch this, what's going on, you can see the risotto is absorbing. Look at that, it's absorbing the lovely stock. A ladle of a stock at a time. Do not pour all your stock all at once. If you do, you're going to ruin your risotto. A ladle at a time, as I said, my friends, and of course you're going to get a perfect, and lovely result. You can see how lovely it is, and I said, my friends, you can use any pot or any saucepan if you like, but I'm using a non-stick saucepan because I don't want my risotto to get burnt. But if you want to use, the non-stick saucepan, it's quicker. If I was using a non-stick saucepan like this one, by now the risotto is going to be ready because this heat up more. But you need to be very careful when you're using this one. When you're using that one, keep an eye on that. Make sure you don't get it burnt, because if you do, you're going to ruin your risotto. Of course, you don't want to get a burnt risotto, right in there and give to a customer or whatever. No, we don't want that. So I'm going to keep stirring that. You can see I added just little onion. My friends, you can see why it's taking a little bit time. I'm making 2 portions. I said, my friends, the recipes, if you check the description section, you can see I said 120 grams of arborio rice. Of course, my friends, you know what I mean by arborio rice. It's not our normal rice, it's Italian rice. You can see it's nice and bigger than the normal rice. So I've checked that. Not yet soft. So I said use 120 grams of arborio rice. But right now, I'm using 240 grams of arborio rice because I'm multiplying the recipe by 2. My friends, if you are a chef, you know what we do. We either multiply or divide the recipes. I want to make a more, portion, so that's why I'm doing that. So you could multiply by 3, 4, 5. It's up to you, my friends. So now, I'm gonna pop in more, stock. I'll keep stirring. Really nice, my friends. So I said again, for the recipes, if you check the description section, you find out that I said 40 grams of butter, but I'm gonna be using 80 grams instead. And of course, I said Parmesan cheese, we need 40 grams. I'm going to be using 80 grams. So I'm going to grab my Parmesan cheese right in the fridge. Or I'm going to leave that. Let me leave that. When I'm ready, I'm going to bring that when I'm ready. So you keep stirring, because if you don't keep stirring this, it's going to get burnt. You can see what's going on, my friends. It looks nice and lovely. We're almost there, my friends. Another ladle. You don't want to rush it. You want to take your time when you're making your mushroom risotto. A ladle at a time, my friends. Keep stirring. You can see the mushroom, the risotto is absorbing the mushroom stock. Just keep doing that, nice and easy. Lovely mushroom risotto. You can see that. Look at what's going on, my friends. So I'm gonna try that again and see if it's soft. Not yet soft. So I said, my friends, always keep an eye on your mushroom risotto or whatever risotto you're making. Keep an eye on it. Do not leave it unattended, because if you do, my friends, you're gonna get it burned and you're gonna ruin it. You must be there when you're making it. So my friends, I'm making 2 portions. That's why it's taking a little bit of time. But if you're making 1 portion, by now it should be ready. So if you check out my recipe, the description section, that's for 1 portion. So if you check out the recipes, it says 120 grams of boiled rice. It says 600 milliliters or 600 grams of the mushroom stock. I said you could use your vegetable stock, your chicken stock if you want to, that's alright. And if you check this section again, it says 40 grams of unsalted butter, and it says brown onion or whatever onion you want to use. You can use shallot if you want to, and you can use just 1/4 of that, and a little bit of pepper, black pepper, your sliced mushrooms. It doesn't matter how much mushrooms you want to use. If you want to use 200 grams of mushrooms, you want to use 300 grams of mushrooms, it's up to you, my friends. Doesn't really matter. Whatever mushroom you want to use, that's all right, my friends. A little bit of olive oil. I sweated my onion in olive oil, and of course, I added chopped garlic. And of course, you need your white wine. I said, my friends, you can make risotto without white wine. For those who don't love alcohol, you can do that. But my friends, when you're making a risotto, your white wine is very relevant. It's very important. You know what I mean, my friend? Your white wine, when you pop it in there, is going to evaporate. And of course, it gives that risotto its unique flavor. And of course, it gives it, that unique taste. So when you pop in your white wine, you know what I mean, my friend? When you're cooking with the white wine, you know what I mean? It's not necessary to use a cooking white wine. You can use any white wine. You can just go out there in the store, get your white wine, pop it in there. Doesn't matter what type of white wine you're gonna use. Just pop it in there, let it evaporate. That's it, my friends. So my friends, what I said initially from the very beginning, I sweated my onion in little olive oil. Of course, your olive oil needs to be very hot. I'm using olive oil because this is Italian risotto. So you can see I'm still stirring that. It's nice and creamy. Not yet, my friends. I've not added parmesan. You don't have parmesan right in here. So this is the Italian way of making mushroom risotto. So in the very beginning, I sweated my onion in the hot olive oil. A little bit of olive oil. You don't want to add too much, my friends. And after that, my friends, I added the chopped garlic. And after that, I added the boiled rice, and I set it for about 2 minutes, burning it. And later, I added the lovely white wine. And I allowed that to evaporate. You were there, my friends, when you saw it. when I was making it, you saw the white wine evaporating, and of course you heard the noise, it evaporated, and of course it gave the risotto its unique, taste and flavor. And that's what we mean by that. So we don't want our risotto to be watery. That's why we need to be careful when we're making it. And of course, we don't want it hard. Of course, when you're cooking something, you want something nice and tender. We want it tender. If you want something tender, of course, you don't want it hard. It's almost tender. So this is what we're talking about. Just like how we cook rice, how we cook rice, we want it tender, but the grains to be separated from one another, not, like mushy. If you make a mushy risotto to a customer, you know what I mean, my friends? He or she is not going to accept that. So you want it creamy, and you want it, and I said before, what makes it creamy is the Parmesan cheese and not double cream or milk. That's not good when you use that for making mushy risotto. My friends, every part of the world have their unique way of cooking. And if a dish is from this particular country, you don't need to change it around. If a dish is from India or whatever, you need to follow that same recipe. But this dish is from Italy, it's an Italian recipe, so that's what I'm doing. I'm not adding double cream or whatever. I'm using Parmesan cheese, which is an Italian cheese, and of course, I'm using, white wine, and of course, arborio rice. My friends, arborio rice and Italian rice. You know that, my friend. We cannot use a normal rice to make a risotto. What is wrong, my friend? So now, my friend, it's almost ready. So I'm going to pop in, another ladle of stock. It's nice and easy, my friends. Follow my recipes and my method. You're going to get it. This is how I do when I'm making a video. I leave the recipes and at the description section, the recipes and the method, so that it's going to be easy for my my lovely friends to follow. Look at that, my friends, almost ready. I love you, my friends, so I'll keep sharing that, nice and easy. No rush in cooking, my friends. Take your time, If you use, because I'm using a hob, but my friends, your hob could be different from, mine. So yours could heat up more at home, so it's going to be quicker for you. Or of course, when you walk in the kitchen, you know what I mean, when they use a bigger hob, so you will cook, quicker. But, and I said again, that one heat up faster, so you can use that, but be careful with that. Don't let it burn, because this makes food to burn quickly. So that's why I'm showing my friends how to use, the non-stick saucepan for your risotto, so that you're gonna get it nice and perfect. Look at that, my friends. It's absolutely nice. Look at that. It's even becoming creamy while I've not added the Parmesan cheese. This shows that we're getting it right, because the continuous stirring helps it to become creamy. And of course, the traditional way of making it, keeping an eye on it without leaving it unattended, gives it what we want. So my friends, I'm gonna try it again and see if we need to add more stock. My friends, this is absolutely nice, my friend. My friends, I told you that if I was using a half recipe, that's the normal recipe I left there, which is 120 grams of risotto, by now it should be ready. But remember, my friends, I multiplied the recipe by 2, and that's why it's taking me time, because the recipe right there in my description section says 120 grams of arborio rice, but I'm using 240 because I multiplied by 2, and it says 60 milliliters of white wine, but I'm using 120 milliliters of white wine. It's nice and easy, my friend. If you're making for your family members, you can multiply the recipes there and you get more. This is how we work as a chef. So I keep saying that. I'll add a little bit of stock again. Look at that, my friends. Amazing, sensational. Look at that. I love it. Look at it. So now I'll leave that to evaporate again. I believe this should be the last stock I'll be adding, a ladle at a time. Sometimes, my friends, when you see a recipe, you know, of course, we are all chefs or whatever. You know, when you're given a recipe, you use it, but let's be careful, my friends. Sometimes could say 600 milliliters of, you know, of stock or whatever. That's why I said use a ladle at a time. So when you know it's ready, that's it. Now, my friends, I'm not gonna add any stock anymore. This is the last stock I'll be adding because it was exactly, look at that, added extra, look at exactly, you know, I said 600 milliliters of mushroom stock. If you check the description, that's what it says, but I'm using 1.2 liters exactly. I added a little bit of that. I added like 1.3 liters, but I've already used 1.2 liters. So perfect recipe, my friends. Use it, you're gonna get it. But why do we put a ladle of a stock at a time? That's the question, my friend. I'm gonna answer that kind of question. You know, that question says, why do we use that? So why do we use it? The reason is that we add the ladle at a time because we want the risotto to absorb the stock bit by bit, because risotto is, you know, is a different kind of rice. It wants to absorb something bit by bit so that it gets soft bit by bit. But if you add everything all at a time, risotto rice doesn't like it because it's gonna get too soft and become mushy. And that is why risotto wants you or me or whatever to add this stock bit by bit, and the risotto is going to be happy when we do that. Look at that, my friends, nice and creamy, almost ready, and you can see the grains are still separated from one another and it's still nice and tender. So just try it. When you see it's tender, do not add any stock anymore and allow it to dry out and keep stirring. Remember, my friends, do not add Parmesan cheese while it's cooking. That's not the traditional way, my friends. Do not do that. And that's why you see, when you see people cooking risotto with double cream, that's wrong, my friends. You know, it's like a particular dish is from Spain and someone is, you know, getting it wrong from whatever country or whatever. You know what I mean, my friends. It's not going to be all right. So every country has their own dish. So we follow the way they cook it. You know what I mean, my friend? We don't want to cook it wrongly because they're not going to be happy. So do not put double cream in your risotto, my friends. Parmesan cheese makes it creamy. So my friends, I'll keep stirring that. Almost ready. So I'll leave it again. It's nice and creamy. I want it to dry out. You can see that. If you check out, you know, the thumbnail, you find out that I have a lovely, you know, image of the risotto. So I have some mushroom right here. So I'm going to pop it when it's almost ready. And that's it. So I'm going to drain that now with the colander. I don't need that stock anymore. So I have to just drain that way. That's all right. So I'll keep stirring that because I don't want it to get burnt. Yeah, you keep stirring because if you stop stirring it, it's gonna get burnt. So it's nice and creamy, nice already. Lovely risotto, my friends. Very nice. So it's almost ready, my friends. When you're making risotto, you keep an eye on it. Do not leave there. Don't leave it unattended. Keep an eye on it, and that's it, my friends. So remember, my friends, I added a little bit of olive oil because I'm going to be using butter, so don't need to add too much olive oil. Yeah, it's ready. So I want it to, dry out, and that's it, my friends. Nice and easy. I'm gonna grab a Parmesan cheese very soon, right from the fridge. Don't add pepper now, please, my friends. Not now. And remember, my friends, I did not add salt. No need for salt because I'm gonna be using grated Parmesan cheese. So no need for salt, my friends. My risotto is already tender, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave it, to gently, to simmer for about 3 minutes, and that's gonna be ready. It's really creamy. Look at that. Mushroom stock, you know, because it's called the mushroom risotto. That's why I'm using the mushroom stock. Normally, people use ordinary water, or vegetable stock, or maybe chicken stock. But I love using mushroom stock. That's my own recipe. I don't know if people use it, but I use mushroom stock because it's called the mushroom risotto. It makes it nice and easy. That's it. It's almost ready, my friends. So I'm going to stir that now again. You see, it's already creamy. Look at that, my friends. Nice and creamy. Not mushy. It's nice and creamy. And you can see the grains. The grains are still, separated from one another. And of course, my friend, when you're making a mushroom risotto, you want to serve it nice and warm. You don't want to serve it, when it's cold. Of course, my friend, no one want to eat something cold. I'm going to check it. I'm going to probe it and see what temperature it is now. I think it should be, that should be, it's not yet ready. That's about 60. So we want it about 63. So when it's 63, it's ready. So it's almost ready, my friends. So now, my friends, I'll keep stirring it. I don't want it to get burnt. So it's ready. I say keep an eye on it, my friends. So now, my friend, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn that hob off because it's ready. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drain this. I don't need that stock. I'm going to drain that with a colander. So I'm going to drain that with a chinois quickly. Or with a seed. That's the mushrooms, sliced mushrooms. So I'm going to pop that mushroom there. Nice and easy, my friend. So that's the mushroom. Of course, you want your mushroom cooked. You don't want to add mushroom that is not cooked, not good, my friend. You don't want to eat the raw mushrooms, isn't it? So my friends, it's ready. So I'm going to do what I'm going to do now. I'm going to quickly grate my Parmesan cheese quickly. That's what I'm going to do now. You're going to see the magic. It's going to be really creamy. And I'm going to quickly serve it. So now, my friend, I'm going to stir that now. Okay. It's very nice. Lovely mushroom risotto. Nice and creamy. So now, my friends, it's ready. So my friends, is ready. So I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna grate my Parmesan cheese quickly. That's what I'm gonna do now, my friends. So you see, my friends, I turned off my oven, and what I did after turning it off, I kept my risotto there, So I'm gonna serve it on a pasta dish. I need my basil. My friends, that's my basil. That's the grated Parmesan cheese. I'm gonna garnish the basil. My friends, I'm gonna garnish with my basil now. Our food is ready. Lovely risotto dish. Very nice. Yeah, I'm gonna adjust my camera again. Sorry for that, my friends. Yeah. My friends, our food is ready. Our risotto is ready. So I have my basil. I'm gonna finish with basil. I'm gonna garnish the basil now. I love risotto. I feel excited whenever I make risotto. I'm always happy. It's really mouth-watering. So I love it. So what I'm gonna do now, my friends, I have some basil. Basil have a nice, aroma. Smells very nice. So I'm gonna look out for the baby ones. The baby ones are good for garnishing. So I'm gonna sort that out. I found the baby one. So that's the baby one, my friends. So I'm gonna cut that lovely for garnishing, my friends. So very nice, my friends. Very nice. So I'm gonna check again to see. Yeah, I found out another one. Yeah. That looks better. That's alright. So now, my friends, I found a lovely basil for garnishing. That's our risotto. Nice and creamy. Look at that, my friends. Nice and creamy. So my friends, it's ready. I have my Parmesan cheese. This is about 80 grams. So now I have a grater. So before that, I have butter. So I'm going to pop in my butter. My friends, do not use margarine. Use butter. Unsalted butter is better, not the salted one, because you don't need salt. The cheese is salty already. So now, my friends, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pop in my butter. Look at that, my friends. Very nice. I love it, my friends. So I'll pop that one there quickly. That's it, my friends. So I'll leave that to melt. You can see that. Look at that, my friends. Very nice. You want it creamy? You do it outside. You don't do it on the hob. The butter should be kept, because butter makes it creamy. So you leave it there, out there to be creamy. Look at that, my friends. Nice. So the heat from it is gonna absorb that. Then Parmesan cheese, my friends. So I'm gonna grate that in quickly. Grated Parmesan cheese. They're gonna melt right in there. Look at that, my friends. Amazing. Sensational. Lovely dish. Lovely mushroom risotto. It looks absolutely great. I love it, my friends. My friends, tomorrow I'm gonna be uploading a lovely video on how to make cannelloni. That's another Italian pasta. If you check out my last video I uploaded yesterday, you'll find out that I made a lovely pasta dough from start to finish, with a fresh, with a 00 flour. fresh pasta without a pasta machine. I made it with my hands, but I said in a couple of weeks I'll be showing you how to make a fresh pasta with a pasta machine, but the one I uploaded yesterday was just making a fresh pasta by hand. So tomorrow I'll be uploading a very nice video around 3 p.m. UK time on how to make a lovely spinach and ricotta, cannelloni. So it's gonna be lovely, absolutely amazing. So keep your fingers crossed. And if you are watching this live stream and not yet subscribed to this channel, please do so by clicking the subscribe button. Of course, turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss the latest one cooking chef houses. My name is Francis, and I cook lovely, yummy dishes around the world. So that's the Parmesan cheese. Look at that, my friends, amazing. So I'm going to stir that now. Look at how creamy it is. This is what we are talking about. This is what I mean. Your butter and the Parmesan cheese makes it creamy. So now, my friends, I'm gonna pop this yummy risotto. Look at that. It's still nice and hot and nice and creamy. So I'm gonna pop that into my lovely pasta bowl. So I'm going to serve that with the lid. Nice, my friends. Look at that, my friends. Nice and creamy. Look at the mushroom all over it. Lovely, my friends. How creamy it is. Lovely. Look at that, my friends. I'm going to show you now what I mean. Lovely, my friends. Lovely. Look at that, my friends. This is exactly what you see, that's my thumbnail. That's it, my friends. Because I don't lie whenever I cook something. Whatever I see on my thumbnail, that's it. This is a live stream. This is not an upload. A live stream, my friends. That's it. I'm not a fake chef. Look at that. Lovely. So, my friends, please try yours. Nice and easy. Follow my recipes, and that's it. I'm not yet recognized on YouTube yet, but I believe in the future I'm gonna be recognized because I make yummy dishes all over the world, all around the world. Look at that. Amazing. My friends, try yours. The upload is going to come up very soon. After this live stream, you can rewatch it if you want to. Share my videos, share my live streams. Let people know that there's a great channel like this running on YouTube and making it real, making real dishes. So I love you, my friends. I'm going to see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow is just going to be an upload, but I promise, my friends, I'm going to make another live stream because I make lovely live streams and I give you recipes. I'm a good man. I don't hide anything. I say the recipes. I don't edit. I don't lie. That's it, my friends. Keep checking my description section. You find out my methods and recipes. They are me. I love you all, my friends. And my name is Francis. I'm a passionate chef. I love cooking. And this chef I rely on YouTube. See you soon. See you next time. Bye bye.